How to Train Your Dragon 3 Review! I just watched the trailer and I gotta say, Toothless and this other albino bitch looking like Pokemon went together. But nah man, judging by the trailer, there's so many things I have to say in praise for this shit. But there are also a few things I'm worried about too. Also, I got a shitload of nostalgia and memories linked with this franchise I plan on confessing to as well. So let's begin, my boys. Or girls. How to Train Your Dragon 3 Review!
I am just a man who loves kids.
Okay, so here's how things are going to be laid out. I want to start by talking about the negatives, which are very few. Then it'll be to the positives, because it's always good to end something on a good note. Then finally, I'll talk about how much this franchise means to me. But before I do any of that, looks like I have a text. Guys, it says here that ISIS, one of my sponsors, has an elderly woman hostage. They said that if I don't get a like and sub from all you dudes who wouldn't mind leaving one, she'll die of natural causes. Quote unquote. Fuck her. But, I mean, it's subscribe for the safety of our elderly. Okay, let's start with the pessimism and negativity. My favorite. This isn't really me bashing or trash-talking the trailer as much as it's me just voicing my concerns and skepticism. Chick Toothless, or White Hershey Night Fury, with a vagina, I think. This is my number one thing. They made a female Night Fury opposite, but, like, why? I mean, does it pertain a great deal to the story and actually mean something deep and great in the end? Or is it just another cheap ripoff to attract fans of the opposite gender? Like how Alvin and the Chipmunks did that thing with their female equivalents, and Adventure Time did it, and so on and so on. You get what I mean? Like, this franchise is so unique and amazing. I really hope they don't waste time in their final movie following the cliches of having a lovable character trying to get with another character designed to be their polar opposite. I feel like if we just had to go the route of making a perfect shift for Toothless, we shouldn't make a copy-paste and white dye replica. This is the franchise to go for unique and amazing dragon designs that look so distinct and amazing from each other. Why couldn't you have made an all-new character from scratch, instead of what looks like to be ripping off the original but swapping genders? And plus, one of the best things about Toothless is that he's the only Night Fury around. No, it's not as unique. Oh, and where the hell is Hiccup's mom? Like, from the second movie after what happened? I figured she'd be a protagonist till the end, right? I mean, not a side character, but like a main protagonist. I mean, so much screen time, backstory, and emotional connection. I hope she's a big part of this movie, man. I think she deserved to be in the trailer. And even if she was and I didn't notice her, I think she deserved to be in the trailer enough to have everyone notice her. She's gonna be one of the most badass characters in the goddamn franchise, dude. She lived along the dragons, but she's not in the fucking trailer. And what the fuck is Hiccup's beard? What is this dude trying to be old PewDiePie? Get the fuck out of you, dude. Okay, the pros. The visuals are just amazing. I mean, look at that shit. It just wettens me. I love beautiful animation like this. It's just the best eye candy you could ever see. I love the character designs and lovable expressions. It's just exactly the type of movie I could find myself seeing a year after it's out in theaters because I'm too broke to buy tickets. The storyline looks really interesting too, I guess. I mean, I feel like some of it is actually kind of the same as the second one. New Dragon World is discovered with all new dragons and art being introduced. But some other bad guy has the wrong mindset and everyone's gotta stop him. But hey, for all I know, this preview could just be a little misleading tip of the iceberg. I mean, I felt a little skeptical for the second movie, and it turned out being one of my favorites, and one of the few films to actually make me cry. Like a little bitch! I'll give it a chance. And if the story sucks, God forbid, if it does suck, then there's no God. I'm sure the amazing visuals and action will make that all up. Okay, well that's a good thing. This is a goddamn finale, so I'm hyped, bitch! There are very few movie franchises that I can truthfully say that I've watched since they came out. I've seen both 1 and 2 in theaters when they first came out, and I loved it, obviously. Now they've got a guaranteed ending to the franchise I've grown to love and recognize? I'm just as hyped as half the 6-year-olds in the trailer's comment section. If there can be so much emotion, story, and life in the sequel, then just imagine what's in store for the finale. There's a lot of theories in the comments too, saying that Hiccup and Toothless are gonna part ways in the end, and if that's true, then shit. Meanwhile, in DreamWorks studio. It's been fun making this franchise, but it seems we've got to get going and work on some other things. Such an emotional ending making our two protagonists part ways. Sir? What are you doing? Faggot, you gonna get your bitch ass back in your computer before I blow your brains out into pieces like you did to my heart. Get back to your animating. We gonna make another movie called How to Train Your Dragon 4. Dumbass writers breaking fixing their mistakes. No, this series means a lot to me because it's been something I've known and loved for years. I have so much nostalgia and memories attached to this franchise. I remember seeing the first one with my dad, and it was like one of the first movies I remember going to. Then the second one with an old friend that I don't talk to anymore, really. But the movie was good. So here's your goddamn tip for surviving life. Don't ruin the movie franchises I grew up watching, DreamWorks. You've done a terrific job so far, but I'm watching you. Never looking away. Always unpredictable. I could be anywhere. You never know. Okay, I'm going to bed. Or am I?